Hi there. This is part of a series of quick videos that I'm posting all at once in one big burst, going over spy reports and leaks about actors who may have been cast in House of the Dragon, the Game of Thrones prequel series. But not officially announced yet. These are casting rumors with some evidence and substance to back it up, and I'll go over that. Because I've been doing this by cross-referencing spy photos from filming in Cornwall last month with social media posts and follows by the core cast who've already been officially announced. And this is actually how we first figured out that Graham McTavish had joined the cast, star of Outlander and the Hobbit films and a bunch of other stuff. Because the Kristen Cole actor Fabian Frankel started following him on Instagram. Then we went back to the spy photos, and there's actually a really prominent one of someone who looks like Graham McTavish. It's just a little blurry. And then we noticed, why are his Instagram posts from that week tagged in Cornwall? So we matched it up. That's the gold star example of what we're looking for, of spy photos cross-referenced with Instagram follows, because very few of the cast or crew use Twitter. Like maybe one, the Corlys Velaryon actor uses Twitter, and he actually liked the video I made about Corlys very quickly. But otherwise, I was despairing that, damn it, none of these people are on Twitter, because I don't use Instagram that much. And it turns out everyone on this uses Instagram. And they're not even very guarded about spoilers, because not a lot of people are interested in this show yet, because it hasn't come out yet. So this is the first casting rumor video out of 4 I'm going to make. The 4th one is a catch-all for ones we're less certain about. This one I'm pretty certain on. Tennant as Aegon II, who is the son of David Tennant, the 10th Doctor Who. That back on May 24th, changed his Instagram bio profile line at the top of the page there to include the line, "House, dragon emoji." And if he meant this as a hint or a clue that he's joined the cast of House of the Dragon, it worked too well, because everyone in his comments section started posting, "Wait, do you mean you just joined House of the Dragon?" So within an hour or two, he deleted that. So it's not there anymore, but multiple different people reported he posted the line, "House, dragon emoji," then took it down when we started asking if it was House of the Dragon. That alone I consider worth mentioning. I'm not going to report every casting rumor, just ones that have some substance that we can at least ponder over. Not just, oh, this is my wish list, but something happened, or someone followed someone, or that kind of looks like them in a spy photo, that it's worth discussing. Though on top of that, he started following or being followed by a couple of other people on Instagram who we also think are unannounced cast members, but I'm going to go over that in subsequent videos after this. People who are in turn following the new directors that they hired for House of the Dragon Season 1. And in one case, I talked about this in my preceding video, which is an hour-long, me going over every single spy photo we got from the Cornwall shoot. And I managed to identify one woman who's a local actress in Cornwall, probably just a background extra, Waith Cattell, minor actress. And by pointing her out at the end of the last video, he started following her on Instagram. This local actress, he started following her. And it's, well, why? He isn't that well known of an actor, neither are you. How would you even know each other unless you just recently met on the Cornwall shoot? So that's what we think is going on. I'll talk about more of the other connections, but even if that didn't happen, all the other Instagram follows, the mere fact that he posted that house dragon emoji line has us wondering. Some quick background stuff. Like I said, he's David Tennant's son. Ty's mother is Georgia Moffat, who's the daughter of Peter Davidson, the 5th Doctor Who. And as you'll remember, in 2008, she appeared in Doctor Who as the cloned daughter of the 10th Doctor, David Tennant. So, 2 different ways she's the Doctor's daughter. Then 3 years later, she and David Tennant got married, which is very Valyrian of them. Ty is her son from a previous relationship. He's his adoptive father, but he was 5 years old when they married. David raised him. He's his son. They have a very good relationship. He's in his Instagram posts all the time. So he's David Tennant's son, and he's actually got starting an acting career of his own. He's been in a couple things. Probably his most prominent one is relatively recently, 2 years ago in 2019, when there was that J.R.R. Tolkien biography movie. He played young Christopher Wiseman, um, of Tolkien's friends in boarding school that infamously almost all of them died in World War I. And he would always point out that literally one person I knew, other than my wife, one friend I had survived World War I. Everyone else I knew died. And the one person who survived the war besides him was Christopher Wiseman. That their entire social group got wiped out. So Christopher Wiseman's a pretty important role in a Tolkien biography. He's his only friend who lived. And he played young Christopher. So he's been in a couple of things before. Based on his age, Ty Tennant is 18 years old. We think there's a strong chance he's playing Aegon II. Now keep in mind, there's going to be a divide in these things between I'm pretty sure this person has joined the cast, and then the much more speculative who we think they're playing. But we think he's playing Aegon II based on his age because there aren't that many other late teenaged white male roles in the Rogue Prince of people they could introduce. We've seen his younger brother Aemond in spy photos. He's like 12. All the other boys, like Rhaenyra's boys, are even younger. There really wouldn't be another 18, 19-year-old-ish person in this cast other than Aegon II, because he's the right age and there isn't really anyone else who you would introduce. Kind of got those angular features. Aegon II is Rhaenyra's half-brother, Alicent's oldest child, and her rival for the Iron Throne in the Civil War. And he wouldn't be that big of a role in Season 1. And we also think that, based on the fact that casting descriptions, even for Season 1 Rhaenyra and Alicent, for Emma Darcy and Olivia Cooke, describe them as young Rhaenyra and young Alicent, that there's going to be a time skip at some point where they switch to new cast members, older cast members, much like Matt Smith's old show The Crown did. Because this covers a stretch of 30 years. If they're covering the reign of Rhaenyra's father, there will be a time skip at some point, probably by Season 3 at the latest, where they shift to new actors, even for Rhaenyra. So I'll talk about this in subsequent videos, particularly the younger cast members. I don't know if we should get too attached, because they're mostly cameos for their full appearance as, okay, this is the main version of Aegon II and Aemond. This is adult Aemond. Adult Aegon II. I talk about this in the Aemond video before this one of, the child actors are going to be aged up at some point, if even the adult ones are going to get aged up with the time skip or something. But it's a speaking role. He'll have some stuff to do. Again, he would be born during Season 1, during time skips. But still, it's interesting to see this, that I think we're looking at Aegon II here. There was someone in a spy photo who we thought might be Aegon II, because it looked like a teenager who was white and had Valyrian hair, who was standing next to Graham McTavish, actually. But because, it was blurry and he had a face mask on and this heavy wig, we could not discern who this person is. It might be Ty Tennant, it might be anyone. Or it's possible this isn't Ty, but he actually did join and he's just not on screen in this spy photo. This is a background character or a stunt double. That doesn't necessarily... He could still have joined the cast and we just don't have a spy photo of him. But you see the methodology here of we're stalking them on Instagram because they are not really guarding keeping the public from seeing who they follow or are following. They are not keeping track of this at all, and it's really an open book. And when he posted that, we're really starting to see that. So this is the first of 4 videos I'm making about the casting rumors based on Instagram, trying to line them up with spy photos. And I'm not certain he has joined the cast. I am even less certain if he's playing Aegon II, though there's only so many people he could be playing who are 18-year-old white males. But keep an eye on this. that this might be happening. Well, please tell me your thoughts about all this in the comments. Particularly, the younger cast members will have to be aged up. That Aegon II is like 13 at the scene on Driftmark that we think they're filming from the Year of the Red Spring. We think he's like 13 in the books. They would age up some of the younger cast members in this, because in the books, Aegon marries when he's 15 years old. You can't do that on television. It's a medieval society. You can't depict people having sex or being married on stuff filmed in England if the character is younger than 16. Doesn't even matter what age the actor is. So it stands to reason that they're going to age up some of the minor cast members. So if you're going to point out in the comments, well, Aegon II was only 13 at this point, I'm pretty sure they'd age him up to be an 18-year-old. Which I'm all in favor of, both because legally they have no choice, and because you get better actors when you get older. It's hard to work with child actors and get a good performance. It's very rare. So what do you think about all this, about the rumors on this? And please stick around, because I'm posting 4 of these in rapid succession. This is just the first one.